Hey everybody, my name's Ed. Got some comics today. Before I get into this, I went to the grocery store and I bought groceries and stuff. I also got some beer. And this can of Foster's, of course, it's from Australia. I just thought it was funny because I didn't notice it when I first picked up the can, but after looking at it, it's got all these little things on here like here's a kangaroo, here's some catchphrases, good on ya. What's this? No wuckers, mate. There's a surfboard and there's boomerangs and stuff like that. And where is it at? It says, oi here. Oi, oi, oi. And I just thought that was interesting. It's like, it's got all this kind of stereotypical stuff on there. And I'm like, I don't know, is that offensive to anybody who's actually from Australia? I mean, I know it's an Australian beer, but still, it's like, I don't know. It's like, what kind of stereotypes can we put on the can to like sell it? I don't know. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just being sensitive or whatever. I just thought that was interesting. Okay, so anyway, some of the comic books I got. I got Danger Girl number one, or sorry, Danger Girl Renegades number one. The story is by Andy Hartnell, and the art though is by Stephen Molnar, who I'm not familiar with, but I really like this art. It kind of reminds me of Terry and Rachel Dotson, or maybe yeah, I'd say that. Just lots of clean lines, but lots of really uh, good like figure work and anatomy and things like that. But at the same time, like I said, kind of cute, kind of clean line and whatnot. So yeah, it looks really, really interesting here. Okay, got DC Bombshells number two. Speaking of bombshells, I've got Catwoman 43. I think 44 is coming out now. But this has a bombshell cover. Cat Scratch Fever. Na 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 na. Black Canary number four. Midnighter 3 and 4. I think Midnighter is a really interesting comic because I think they're trying to kind of straddle this thin line between there's like satirical bits going on and like really crazy ideas, and I think they're trying to straddle that line between being a crazy over the top thing versus keeping it just serious enough that it still works within a mainstream DC universe. But I kind of think it'd be better if it was its own thing, if it didn't have to tie into the broader universe. I think they could go, oops, excuse me, a little bit, bigger and crazier and more outrageous and more over the top. And I think that would actually kind of benefit the kind of the tone of the comic. You know what I mean? Okay. I got Fade Out number 9, Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips. Tokyo Ghosts number 1, Rick Remender and Sean Murphy. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting into that. Star Wars number 8. I know number 9 is out, but I thought I'd go back and get number 8 and jump back on it because of Stuart Immerman's art. I'm just a big fan of his art, and if I like the story enough, maybe I'll just jump out, I'll start following it regularly again. I also got this Miracle Man number 1. This is book 4, The Golden Age. Story by Neil Gaiman and art by Mark Buckingham. At first, I was a little confused because I thought this was going to be new material, but this is actually a reprint of a story that Neil Gaiman started way back in the late 80s, early 90s. Here you go. It's Miracle Man 17 from June 1990. But that's great, though. I mean, I never read that story, and I think it was like for a long time super hard to get a hold of. It was originally printed, I believe, by Eclipse Comics, and then Eclipse went out of business, and then there's that whole thing about who owns the rights to the character and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it'll be interesting to turn into this. There's like some interesting back matter in here too. There's that's not the back matter, but there's some bits. It looks like story sketches. Here's a little bit from the original script. It looks like, and then here's some uncolored pages. So that looks interesting. I think it's the comic was $4.99, but you get a little bit extra, with it. So that's not a bad deal. Okay. All right, and that's it. I got to thank you very much. Thanks for listening, and everybody have a good day.